What it is, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Urban Warrior Podcast, your number one source for physical, mental, and spiritual self-defense from the natural world for the body, the mind, and the soul. I'm your host, B-Rock, and today I'm going to be reviewing Donald Trump's interview about the drones that everybody's talking about. So if you like this type of content and you want to see more, make sure to hit the like, the subscribe, and the share button. Turn on post notifications. Without further ado, let's get it.
What about the fear here at home of the drones?
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey and ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, they happen to be over Bedminster.
You should know
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
So as you can see, Donald Trump is admitting, or that he believes that the government knows about these UAPs, where they come from, where they're going, and what they're doing. Now, I'll just give you my personal opinion based upon several things I've studied. I've been into this field for a very long time, even though I'm just making YouTube videos now. These drones are obviously, well, I can't say obviously, but these drones are from the US government. The government launched these drones up. Why did they do it? Because if you remember, initially, the whole conversation was not about drones, it was about orbs. So they know that people have a very short attention span. The average person's attention span is about 6 seconds. The average goldfish is about 9 seconds. So modern human beings have a attention span less than a goldfish. So the government knew that all they had to do was give the people something new to talk about, and they will easily drop whatever current subject they were talking about. They wanted people to stop talking about and digging into the orbs, so they wanted people to focus on the drones, so they just released the drones. And it worked hook, line, and sinker, because now everybody's worried about the drones, and they're no longer talking about the orbs. All of this stuff that's going on, it's nothing new. I'm going to do a video talking about Project DART from NASA. Nobody really was talking about, nobody really understood the magnitude of this. You remember earlier in the year, the news media was talking about there's a mothership in our solar system. But a few years ago, I think in 2022, NASA created a weapon system, or they call it like a deflection system, that was supposed to redirect large objects that are coming into Earth's direction. Now, to me, there is no coincidence that when they were doing this is the same time that the sun was giving off certain radiations, new radiations, was doing weird things, that they were also saying that there was a mothership, that they were starting to do alien disclosure, which was the same time that we were getting into the Hope prophecy, talking about the red Kachina and the blue Kachina. I've always said for a very long time, like since I was a kid, before I started really getting into metaphysics, and before I started getting into conspiracy stuff, I always had a gut feeling, a real strong gut feeling, that the government would get into pyramids. When they were going into pyramids, they clearly were not telling us what they saw or what they knew. They were withholding information. I do firmly believe that all of this stuff that's happening is easily prophesized. They know exactly what's going on. They know, because of going into pyramids, this stuff was written down a long time ago, whether it was, the ancient Sumerians, whether it was people on Nibiru, the Anunnaki, or whoever. This stuff was written down. The government had it. Most likely the Vatican had it too. They were keeping all of this stuff under lock and key. Why do I think they're doing this? I personally think that they're doing this because the system that they have put us in, the cage that they've put us in, the door is open and it's long time for us to walk out. And they are doing everything in their power per usual from a colonizer country to manipulate the narrative, put up a smokescreen, and try to redirect us to stay in a system that they want. They don't want us off the leash. They don't want us free. They want to keep us on a leash, keep us in a cage so that they can easily control us, manipulate us, use us, and have us work outside of divine order, have us work outside of the way that we're supposed to be living. But what they're doing is ultimately going to backfire. It's not going to work. We're going to ultimately be okay. I do believe what they're going to do at some point in time, when you think about Project Bluebeam, is there's going to definitely be a alien invasion or an alien encounter. I think that the first one is actually going to be negative. But it's not going to actually be aliens. I think that it will be the government masking themselves as aliens, and they're going to attack us. Why are they going to do this? Because they don't want us to link up with whatever the orbs are. So, yeah, and that's the thing. The orbs are real. The orbs are not man-made. The orbs are not human. The orbs are some other entity, whether it's alien, whether it's angel, whether it's whatever. And they don't want us linking up with these things because the jig is up for them. So before most mainstream people figure it out, they're going to run interference and they are going to launch an alien invasion and they're going to attack the people. Allegedly, maybe. This is for entertainment purposes only. That they're going to attack the people, the citizens, us. So we're going to be scared of these extraterrestrial beings. And we're going to not trust them. And we're going to want to just be negative. We're going to just see them as hostile and we're not going to want to link up with them. So if there is an alien encounter, if it is negative, know that odds are it is not the actual aliens. It is more than likely going to be government. Just regardless of what happens, don't be getting on those spaceships anytime soon. I'm not going to make this video any longer. This is one of my test videos. So make sure that if you like this type of content, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, share. Give me some comments. Tell me what you think is going on in the comment section below. Also, I actually have a whole full-blown website, and you can get your survival checklist in the comment section. You can get your survival checklist off of my website for free. You can see the URL as well as in the description section. So go ahead and get that. Start prepping for whatever's coming, because something's coming. Don't get caught off guard. And until next time, thanks for tuning in. This is B-Rock signing out. Peace.